Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 319. And in today's episode, we are going to be buying the highest rated player I've bought all year. Because why not, right? We are in August. Today was basically the day when I was recording this. It was Wednesday, so it was the day that we found out whether or not all the footy stuff ended and the game is just going to fizzle, or we get a new promo, or stuff like that, basically. And, I mean, I sold Heung-Min Son. 460k I got for him, which is 3k more than I bought him for. But obviously EA tax means I lose a little bit of that. I sold him before 6 PM when everything came out of packs, and then we realised that actually we didn't really get anything. Sterling's Young Potty came out, and it costs about the same as what his TOTS cost to buy. So the only way I would do that is really if I could get some untradables that I don't really want. So apologies for the text message, my bad. Yeah, so I mean, it's more of a case of this is what we got. So I don't really know what to work with now. There's Rashford, that's about it. Like there's some sort of high rated stuff. There's that Sterling as well. But really, I figured I'd spend my coins. I've got 821,000 coins, and I'm gonna spend them on a 98 Reus. So he was 750,000 coins. I've seen him a lot cheaper than that. But once 6 PM on Wednesday came around and people realised that everything's gone out of packs, they flooded to the market to buy the players they wanted to buy. So Heung-Min Son, I could have got a bit more for him. If we'd have sold the Havertz that we packed the other day, or the tradable Havertz, for a couple of days later, we would have got more for him as well. And actually, we paid a bit more for Reus. But as soon as I bought that Reus, literally 10 minutes later, he was 850k. I think he's since come down a little bit. But yeah, the market went a little bit nuts. People went up to buy their final teams and stuff. But I'd mentioned it before that I kind of wanted to try out this Reus. There's him, and there's like Aubameyang, and maybe a couple of other players which are like the unicorns to me. The ones which are always just a little bit too far away, and I really wanted to try them out. So I'm trying out another team once again today. And the Road to Glory is either going to end over the next few days, or I'll end up like selling Reus, buying another one of those players that I really want to try out, testing it in another team, and just having fun with the rest of the year. So yeah, I'll let you know where I come to in a decision with that. And of course, tomorrow we'll have my rewards. I know that they came out actually yesterday, but that will be Saturday's video for you. I'm sure you're all really looking forward to some gold 3 rewards when there's nothing in packs, right? We all are, right? So yeah, it's a little bit worrying. It's a little bit sad, but I'm sure we'll get over it, and we'll maybe get some nice reds or something. That could be interesting. If we got some nice reds that were either super high rated to help me with the Sterling SBC or something like that, that could be good. But for now, it's time to test out this Marco Reus. I really wanted to see what he was going to be like at striker. I showed you what the teams were going to look like in game, and then in the second half when I make my substitutions. So in this squad, we're actually going to get use out of Pogba, which is really nice. I do enjoy every chance I get to use the Frenchman, especially in a more attacking role, because from that centre mid spot, from the CDM spot, he's not quite as good, and from that cam spot, he's just very, very interesting. But there's Reus's first goal for the club. He gets one to equalise on this guy, and it was just a first-time shot. But you can obviously imagine that someone like this Reus has got incredible first-time shots. He's got like ridiculous shooting, like all round. So obviously his shots were going to be quite nice. But I go 2-1 down. I just wasn't enjoying this game, and I think I'd actually quit the one before it as well. So this guy's about to go 3-1 up, and I'm just going to get out of there. There was something about I couldn't really get the ball off him, and I just wasn't enjoying myself. So at this stage of the game, at this stage of the year, I don't really mind to just quit and move on to one that is a little bit more enjoyable. That's exactly what I'm playing the game for at this stage. So yeah, we played a couple of games with Reus. We got that one goal in that game. But we were hoping for a little bit more, and we were hoping to actually enjoy ourselves rather than just sweating it out constantly. So we go into this one. Pogba knocks it across, and it is Eusebio to finish there. He just gave me a little bit too much space out wide and dragged all of his defenders over. But this was quite a good game, actually. This guy was not a bad FIFA player. He had some pretty nice players in his team as well. Ben Yedder knocks it out to Richarlison, who turns me nicely and plays it into Ben Yedder, who, again, I dragged all my defenders over a little bit and left him a bit too much space. So that's his first time shot goal, and mine was also a first time shot as well, because that's what goes in at the end of FIFA 19, right? That's the shots which actually go in the back of the net. So Royce pushes forward here, knocks it to Eusebio, out wide to Havertz, into Royce. I try the first timer, but it doesn't quite work out. It wasn't the right shot type, and I really shouldn't have been hitting it first time from there at that angle and stuff. So half-time comes around and we make our substitutions. On comes Hazard, on comes Alaba, and actually on comes Kondogbia as well, I think I end up bringing on. So 2 new CDMs, and then, I mean, Havertz, Pogba, Royce and Hazard is quite a formidable attack, isn't it, really? It's totally moving away from that, like, header meta, although I guess Havertz and even Pogba's probably quite good in the air. But having Royce and Hazard means that I'm more using the pace, agility, and, like, trickiness of players, which is how I'm enjoying the game at this stage. And then that would have been a nice volley, wouldn't it? If we'd have scored that little flick up, knock over, and volley green time with Royce there, that would have been very nice. I think we score from the resulting corner, though. Yeah, I mean, it's Kondogbia at the back post, and you know what happens when he rises up in the air. He just doesn't miss the headers. So we end up coming away with, a 3-1 victory in this game. But as you can see, it was actually quite close. My opponent had like a bit more like possession, better pass accuracy, or better shooting, or something like that. And it was just one of those games. But that's going to push us up to FUT Champions qualification. Awesome. I'm not going to play it. I don't think I'm going to play the Weekend League anymore. EA actually announced when the final one would be. You can't play it after. I think there's 2 left. So there's going to be one, obviously, this weekend, as you're watching now. And then I guess there's one next weekend. But with nothing in packs, it's kind of pointless to play it. Yeah, you could play for the Reds. But at this stage of the game, like, I'm really not looking to get, like, if I got a red Sterling, I'd be kind of pleased, but I wouldn't be over the moon, you know. So it's just, I've got kind of most of the tots that I want at this stage. The only one I really want is probably like Aubameyang, and we can just sell Royce and try Aubameyang at some point if we want to do that, which is probably what we'll actually end up doing. So this game was interesting, right? He had a nice squad. He had some very good players, and he knew the metas just like I do. You know, he was always angling for the first time shot, and he was doing this celebration every time. And after each and every goal, I think it wound me up a little bit more and a little bit more. But I was still having fun because I was also scoring goals. So we were 2-2 after 25 minutes, and knowing that this game was probably going to be quite a high scoring one actually, and it ends up coming to the back post where his Danny Da Costa ends up getting the goal. I think it was a red Danny Da Costa as well. So he was playing a 5 at the back, and I think Da Costa was actually one of his centre backs. So that's quite OP, isn't it? He had this sort of 5 at the back, but like lots of players back, and then just really counter attack on me. That was his sort of style of play, which is a weird one, a bit of a, I mean, it's a useful one because it works really well with players not losing stamina quick enough in this game. But I was able to sort of just about keep up with him. I mean, we even went into the lead at this point here with Furlong Mendy, my new favourite Mendy. I think he's better than Benjamin. He's probably the best left back on the game in my opinion. But then straight from kickoff, the ball just fell to Sterling, and he smacks that goal right there, and then does that stupid celebration again. But it didn't take me long to hit my meta shot with Royce to make it 5-4. He's obviously scoring in this game, and his 97 shooting is pretty insane. But knowing that we've got someone like Ben Yedder who has the same shooting, like, and Havertz has also got insane shooting, and like all of the players that we've got up top have really, really good shooting. So I feel like Royce is lacking a little bit in usability, just because he's like Hazard, but I don't know if he's quite as good as Hazard actually. I feel like Hazard's a little bit more agile and maybe a bit quicker. That's how I feel in game anyway. Royce has got a little bit of weight to him, which is maybe not great. But I give away a late penalty in this game. It looks as though I'm going to end up losing, apart from when I run down the other end and get the kickoff goal with Eden Hazard to make it 6-6 in the 83rd minute, and then we sort of go and do this little celebration. I don't know how you do that actually, but the camera actually looks really cool. And then right towards the end of the game, I noticed that Hazard was getting joy down this side, knock it into Pogba, scoop round Van Dijk, back to Hazard, oh, saved, but yes, we get the rebound, and we end up winning 7-6 right at the very end of this game. So yeah, that was a pretty exciting one. You can see how he was playing with his squad right there. And 7-6, what a game. I mean, I actually had fun in that one. I had a lot more shots than my opponent and probably played better. So I'm glad I ended up coming away with that little W. Not that it means much at this stage, but hey, at least I got to score a hat-trick or so with Reus. Then we move into what's going to be the final game of this episode. Another nice squad, like a red Mane. Actually, the last couple of opponents have had Mane, and he's very good, and I remember how much I love him. So there's a chance that maybe you'll see him back on the road to glory, maybe, depending on like what I end up wanting to do. But yeah, like he was always such a favourite, and he did really well when he was playing for us, and we got him for such a good deal at the time. That yeah, he definitely makes Hall of Fame status for the RTG as well this year, which is another episode I'm probably going to do to end off the road to glory. Will be like a Hall of Fame one where I talk about some of the great players that we've had this year, the ones that have really influenced the series, and the ones that have really I don't know, they made it what it is and helped us on our road to glory. So, yeah, look forward to that at some point in time as well. But this game was going to always end 1-1. It was just quite well balanced. I think we both had a fair amount of... I had quite a lot of opportunities. He had 4 all game. And actually, looking at that, I probably should have come away with the win. I just couldn't quite get my goals to go in. But again, had a little bit of fun in that game, so it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't worth quitting or anything like that. So that's going to wrap up today's episode. With the likelihood of me not playing the weekend league because I am off to Germany in a couple of days, I probably will sell Reus. So we'll have rewards tomorrow, and then we'll see what we get in rewards. You never know. We could get something crazy. You might get a 99 Ronaldo. You just never know, do you? So we'll probably end up doing that. And then if we sell Reus, we'll have coins again, hopefully more than what we paid for him, maybe. And then there's always the chance to try and buy like an Aubameyang or someone. You know, maybe we'll be able to afford someone. I'll do untradeable packs from rivals, and I'll do obviously the packs that we get from the weekend league and my red rewards and stuff. So look forward to that at least. And that is us coming towards the end of the episode. This has actually been quite a fun team to play with. One thing I noticed though is that Goretzka doesn't seem as good as what like Alaba and Kondogbia are. So I bring him off at half time with no issues whatsoever. And again, like Eusebio comes off as well. And because we were focusing on more like Pogba and Reus to get the clips, this Havertz that I've had first owner has got like 1 goal and 1 assist in 9 games. He's just been a bit quiet because actually we're trying to get the ball to our newbies and stuff and see what they're like, right? So yeah, that's how it's been working. Guys, do me a massive favour. Hit the thumbs up button on today's video. I'd really appreciate it. Keep supporting the series whilst it's still here. And don't forget that the FIFA 21 is coming up so soon. I can't wait. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Insta, especially if you want to see what I'm going to be getting up to in Germany for Gamescom next week. I'll be interested to show you that. That's where I'm going to be like letting my outlet go to. I'm going to be showing you all stuff on Instagram and whatnot, and hopefully some videos as well. Thanks so much for watching. Most importantly, have a lovely day, everyone, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.